Hello, everybody. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me let me know where you guys are watching from. I got twisted with my words there. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. If you don't know where I'm located, I'm in Florida. I was born and raised here, and I decided to invest in myself a year ago in an online business, which is digital marketing. I invested in a business that is done for you. It's a digital products that you don't even have to create. It's a website that you don't even have to create. And now I'm here to tell you today that you can make passive income from home. Now today's subject is are you tired of making your boss rich? Here's an exit plan. Here is the exit plan. Are you tired of making your boss rich? Here is the exit plan. If you're feeling stuck working long hours for someone else's dreams, tune in. I'm breaking down the plan that helped me build my business and reclaim my time. Learn how to do the same thing in just 2 hours a day, just like me. You know, if you're going into work and you're commuting and you're working a 9 to 5, guess what? You're making somebody else rich. Every time you go punch that time clock, you're helping somebody else to make their dreams come true. Helping them to achieve their goals, their visions, their dreams. Why not achieve your goals, your visions, and your dreams? Why not? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So now, before I truly get into that, I want to share a very small, brief story about how I came to get into this business. So I lost my, before I discovered this business, I used to work retail. I used to work for Walmart. I'm a former Walmart employee. I worked for Walmart for 12 years of my life. And one day in May of 2022, they fired me. They let me go. I never saw it coming. I didn't know it was going to happen, and it really threw me for a loop. So, hey there, how are you doing today? Did I like Walmart? It was good. It was a good job. Yeah, the customers were very nice when I was there, but towards the end, it really became a toxic work environment, and it was just I came very unhappy, and one day they just let me go. It was crazy, but I was totally shocked. I wasn't even expecting to get fired. And let me tell you guys something. There is no job security out here. There is no job security. Hey, Adams Skokes, you live in England? Oh, okay. All right. England in the house. All right. Yeah, I live in Florida. I live in the United States. Member Perm. Hey there. How are you doing today, Member Perm? Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, Perm. But yeah, so if you guys are coming in, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I invested myself in an online business, which is called the Legacy Builders Program. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you for the like. Consider subscribing to my channel, and you'll receive notifications when I go live. I go live. I do live streams Sunday through Friday. So, but yeah, this business is it's really like no other. The skills that you learned is like no other. And guess what, you guys? You only work 2 hours a day of your time. 2 hours a day. See, a lot of people can't wrap their minds around 2 hours a day. Most people, they're used to working 8 to 16 hours of their time. But even I thought this business was too good to be true at first. But I took that leap of faith and I invested in myself. But anyway, just back to my little short story, just like most people out here in society, I went to school, I got good grades, I graduated from high school. I actually went to college for a couple of years. I actually took up heating and HVAC, but after a couple of years, I dropped out from it because Let's see. Seems like a kind black man until he attacks you like. All right, let me just a second, you guys. Let me do some. Let's see. Seems like. Let me do some housekeeping. Just a second. All right. Let me do some more housekeeping here. You know, I want people on here who are real serious about, you know, having an online business, who is interested in having their own online business and not work for somebody else at a dead end 9 to 5, because the majority of society works at a dead end 9 to 5. You're working for a company, you're working for a boss, but guess what? It's 2025, people. You can be your own boss and you can work from the comfort of your own home by simply using your cell phone, using this cell phone right here. I'm talking to you on my cell phone. And guess what? I am learning the skills to be my own boss, and you can have the exact same thing. But anyway, so yeah, don't be exactly, Adam, exactly. You're right. You know. Now, if you're looking for a job opportunity, this is not for you. There are plenty of businesses out there where you can apply for jobs. But this right here that I'm talking about is a business opportunity. If you're looking to work from home, you're looking to work from your cell phone, and you want to be your own boss, guess what? You're in the right place, because this is a business opportunity. If you want to know more about what I do, visit my website link right here in the chat. It's a pinned website, legacywithsteven.com. You put in your first name and your email. You'll find out more information. And you'll also get a free video and a free PDF guide on how to make 10K in 30 days. Okay? So yeah, after I went to college, I dropped out of college, you know, I was living here at home with my mom. She's like, well, son, you need to look for a job. You know, like most people, you know, and I had to work. So I started looking for work. So I put in for Walmart and Target. After I put in for those two places, Walmart called me back first. So I did an interview and they hired me. So in May of 2010, that's when I started working there. No. So from that was actually my first job. From 2010 until 2022, I worked there for 12 years. And in May of 2022, they let me go. But again, I didn't see it coming. I thought my job, even though I was unhappy, towards the end, I still went to work and did my job. But, you know, I was in that comfort zone. I didn't, you know, I've learned the hard way that there is no job security. So, a couple months after I got fired, you know, I was trying to look for other ways to make money. So, you know, at the time, my sister's boyfriend was doing DoorDash. So he's like, well, why don't you try DoorDash? He said, you know, they advertise that you can be your own boss and have your own hours. You know, you can also set your own schedule, and it's flexible, and that's what they advertise. So I applied for DoorDash and I applied for Uber. So DoorDash got back with me first. So then in September of that year, 2022, I started doing DoorDash. And I did that for a few months. And then a month later, I did Uber. But on both of those, I did food deliveries. I did not do rides. I didn't do rides. I didn't like that. But so I did those from September through December. After December, I say, you know what? This is not it, because, you know, even though they advertise that you can have flexible hours, but guess what? Both Uber and DoorDash, guess what? That's somebody else's business. Those are somebody else's apps. You're still working for someone else. You know, those CEOs, they're sitting all comfortable in their offices and spending time with their families, while I was out there busting my butt and out there riding around for hours at a time in my car. Towards the end, I actually had to change 4 of my tires. I had to get 4 of my tires replaced. Because They don't tell you you are responsible as a delivery driver. You are responsible for your own gas and maintenance, and they don't tell you that. So it's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle, and sometimes it can be sketchy making those deliveries out there. So yeah, I stopped doing it. So after that, I was like, you know what? There's a better way. So I decided to look for something. I decided, you know what? There's something better out there. So for the next year and a half, I was just searching online and looking at YouTube and stuff, and just trying to look for ways to make money from home, so I don't have to go to a 9 to 5. I looked at Amazon FBA. I looked at drop shipping. But guess what? It's monthly fees. There are monthly expenses involved with those, because you have to pay. You have to pay every month to restock physical products. The beautiful thing about my business that I have now, they're digital products. Guess what? And I have the master resale rights. But I'm gonna get to that in just a second. So yeah, I was looking and looking, and for the next year and a half, and one day in March of 2024, I was scrolling on TikTok. I was scrolling on there. I was just scrolling and scrolling, and I came across an older gentleman. He lives in Arkansas, an older country gentleman. But he's like, if you've lost your job and you're tired of that 9 to 5 and you're tired of being on the struggle bus, you can work from home. You can work 2 hours a day. And guess what, you guys? He stopped me dead in my tracks. Just like you guys are looking at me, I was looking right at him. He stopped me dead in my tracks. Like, okay. So he said, if you're tired of being on that struggle bus and you want to work for yourself and be your own boss, just put show me in the comments and I'll give you more details. So of course I didn't comment or anything, but I went directly to his website and I put in my email, and there it was, digital products. Now at the time it was called the IPS, or Infinity Processing System, because they sold they had 4 digital products: $50, $150, $300, and then $600. So I looked, so I chose the $300. And guess what? I had master resale rights. Master resale rights means that you can sell the products over and over and over and over again. So but guess what? I didn't have the whole 300. I didn't have the whole entire $300. So guess what I did? I did payment plans, because they had payment plan options. He had payment plan options on his website. So that's what I chose. So I did the payment plans. I didn't have the full 300. I only had the, like 200 and something. So I sat on it for 2 days. I sat on it for 2 days. Now some people, they'll sit on it for weeks. They'll sit on it for months. They'll sit on it for up to a year before they finally decide to do it. But I sat on it for 2 days. After that, I took that leap on March 17th, 2024. I took that leap and I invested in myself. Was it real easy? No. Was it uncomfortable? Yes, because it was something that I never done. But I'm like, hey, I don't want to have to go back and work for a boss at a 9 to 5 job and making somebody else rich. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I want to learn the skills to be my own boss. And the beautiful thing about this business, you can do it around your 9 to 5 job. Because guess what? You're only working 2 hours a day. But I'm going to explain that. So I invested myself. It took me 2 days to set up my business. And after that, I started promoting. I started learning the skills to promote. But, however, a month later, fast forward, a couple of weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, on April 1st, our mentor, Miss Michelle O'Neill, she officially launched the Legacy Builders program. So for $29, I was able to upgrade from the $300 Infinity Processing System to the $300 Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, which is in the Legacy Builders program. I'm a part of a large community of 51,000 people now. But at the time, it was when I joined in March, it was in March of 2024, it was 11,000. So now we're over 51,000 people strong. So, people are just like me, who are business entrepreneurs, who are digital marketers, who are mind-like people just like me. And you can be a part of the same community too. So after that, let's see, a whole month went by. And the beautiful thing about our business, you can launch your profit in 7 days. Launch your profit in 7 days. But it didn't take me 7 days. It took me a whole month for me to finally make my first sale. I made my first sale on May the 8th of 2024. And guess what, you guys? I was actually cooking dinner in my kitchen when my phone dinged and it said I had my first customer. My first customer. I didn't even know it happened. So I actually had my cell phone right here that I'm talking to you on. It was actually charging right here in my bedroom. Now my bedroom is also my office, but it was right here charging. So after I cooked dinner, I came here and checked my phone, checked my notifications. There it was, my first, and I'm going to show you the screenshot of my first sale that I made. So after that, a week and a half later, I made another sale. I think about 2 weeks later, I made my second sale. But guess what? That sale came in while I was actually fixing to sit down in this chair right here, and I was fixing to do a piece of video content. Because in this business, we promote on social media. We do 3 pieces of content. We post ads, and that's an introvert's dream. And also, if you are comfortable, go live. Go live. And I'm be honest with you guys, more money is made on live streams because people can actually see you. They can actually see you in real time, and they can see that you're a real person, as opposed to just doing a video. So that's why I like to go live. So, and I go live every day I go live 6 days a week from Sunday through Friday. I take Saturdays off. So right here on YouTube. So, and then I post my 3 pieces of YouTube shorts, video content. So, and I also post on TikTok too. So I have a TikTok page. But anyway, so yeah, I made my first and second sale. I couldn't believe it. And don't get me wrong, I was skeptical at first. I was very skeptical until I made these 2 first sales, and my eyes were really open. Then I'm like, wow, this business is real. I was a true believer then. But anybody can do this if they want to. Now, I'm letting you know right now, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes time. It took me 2 months to make my first sale. And to be honest with you, I only made $600 total. But I'm learning new skills every single day. Because, as a business owner, you have to keep showing, sometimes you have to show up every day without seeing results. That's just how it is. So if you do have a 9-to-5 job and you don't like it, don't leave it right away. You just still hold on to it for right now. Because guess what? In this business, you only work a couple hours a day in this business that I got. And guess what? You could put this around your 9-to-5. You could do a 7-second video here, a 20-second video there, a 15-second video here. And you can post ads. And for 1 hour a day, you can go live out of your whole day. 1 hour, 45 minutes to an hour, go live. So you can fit this around the nooks and crannies of your day, and you can learn the skills. And eventually, you'll be able to make enough money to leave that 9-to-5. But guess what? It all depends upon you. I can't guarantee nothing in this business because you sir, you ma'am, you are responsible for driving your own results. I am responsible for driving my own results. And again, results will vary from person to person. Some people invest in themselves and they invest in these programs and they don't do anything with them. Now, this is not just an ordinary course. This is an interactive program. Interactive programs means that it's constantly being updated every single day. The program that I have is constantly being updated, and it's interactive too. because we have a large community where we fully love on each other. We support each other. Anytime somebody needs help, there's always somebody there to help you. I will be there to help you. 51,000 people will be there to help you if you ever need help with your business, with this business. If you want to know more about what I do and about the business that I have, go right here, legacywithsteven.com. The link will be right here in the chats. You'll click on that link, you'll put in your first name and email, and you'll find out more information. You'll also get a free video. You'll also get a free PDF guide on how to make 10K in 30 days. Free. Now, all the information that I'm giving you so far is free. But as far as investing in this business, no, it's not free. It does require an investment. It takes money to make money. Yes, any business in the world out here requires an investment. Okay? That's just how it is. Look, you're either going to invest in yourself, or you're going to spend the rest of your life trading time for money, working for a boss that you don't like. You know, a 9-to-5 job was never designed. 9-to-5 jobs are never designed to make you rich. They were designed to keep you working and to keep you poor. 9-to-5 jobs are designed to make your boss richer, to make your boss's hopes and dreams come true, while you're struggling and while you're staying broke, and while you don't spend enough time with your family. Because 9-to-5 jobs, they break up a lot of families, because the husband or wife or mom and dad, they're always at work. And a lot of times the children, they have to raise themselves, because the parents are not always in the household because they have to work. And let me tell you something, it's 2025, people. There are plenty of ways to make money online. But guess what? You can never get your time back. Once that time is gone, it's gone forever. You can never ever buy more time. So, and it's so sad, because a lot of people go to these jobs and they work their lives away. I recently heard about this nurse. She worked at her job for 30 years. She was recently in a grocery store shopping, and she went to reach up on a shelf, and all of a sudden she dropped on the floor. It turns out that she died from a heart attack. No, the paramedics came into the grocery store. She was unresponsive. She died from a heart attack. So sad. But is all that stress and stuff from working that 9-to-5 job. I don't care what job, I don't care what industry you work in or whatever. If you don't own that business, you're working for somebody else. And that's why it's important to have your own online business. You're either, employees, and let's see. Let's talk about some stuff. I want to talk about some things. So let me get my stuff here, my notes. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I invested in myself a year ago in the Legacy Builders program, where they're teaching you the skills every day on how to make daily pay. And today's subject, we're talking about, are you tired of making your boss rich? Here's the exit plan. Okay, so unfortunately, this is a difference between employees employees. Okay, so employees, they trade time for a fixed paycheck. Fixed paycheck. Business owners build systems to generate income. A business owner builds systems to generate income. income. Employees, they work on somebody else's schedule. They work on somebody else's schedule. Business owners, they create their own schedule. They create their own schedule. Hope you guys are, yeah, so employees, they trade time for a paycheck, a fixed paycheck, because guess what? As an employee, your paycheck is capped. As a business owner, business owners, they invest and they build systems that generate passive income. Employees work on somebody else's schedule, and business owners, they create their own schedules. So, employees, their time is limited. Time is limited. Business owners, are in control. They're in control of their time and their future. Now, employees, unfortunately, if you're an employee, guess what? You could lose your job. Your employment can end if your bosses decide to lay you off or fire you. Your employment can end. As far as a business owners, they can grow their business without actually being there or being around it. And that's the beautiful thing about a digital business. You don't have to, that's the beautiful thing about my business. I don't have to be around my business. I only work a couple hours a day of my time. Sometimes I do 3 hours. I do 3 hours sometimes, but guess what? It's still better than working 8 to 16 hours as an employee. And again, I'm not saying leave your job right away. Use your job to invest in your business and leverage your business. And eventually, you'll be able to learn the skills and make enough passive income to where you can leave and pull the plug on your 9-to-5 job for good. But that totally depends upon you. My thing is, if you can show up to your boss every day, why not show up for yourself? When you are in business for yourself, you have to show up for yourself. There's nobody telling you what to do. When you go to that 9-to-5, somebody's there to tell you what to do. Somebody is there to give you directions. Somebody is there to tell you when you can take your lunch breaks and tell you when you can go to the restroom, and vice versa. But when you are your own boss, there's nobody to tell you to do that. You have to take the initiative to get up every day and put in your incoming earning activities and work 2 hours a day. And guess what? In this business, we will show you step-by-step training on exactly what you need to do. But the hardest part for most people, they don't want to start. A lot of people say, well, I want to start my own business. But most people never do. They procrastinate. A lot of them the reason why they never start, because they are afraid of failure. They're afraid of fear. They're afraid of what other people think about them. They're like, well, if I invest in myself, will it do anything for me? See, you can't worry about what other people think about you, because guess what? Other people are not paying your bills. They don't take care of you. So who cares what they think about you? You work your business, and you mind your business, and you let them mind their own. Because when you invest in this business, you are working for yourself. You are your own CEO. Look, I don't know if you guys know who Warren Buffett is, but Warren Buffett said it this way. You're either going to make passive income in your sleep, or you're going to work until the day you pass away or the day you die. The choice is yours. And it really is. If you don't learn how to make passive income in your sleep, you're going to work until the day you die. Just like that lady that I told you, she worked her job until her dying day. 30 years as a nurse at a hospital. 30 years. And she died from a heart attack at the grocery store recently. You know, she probably had that hope. One day I'll get to live my best life, but guess what? She never got to live to see it. And guess what her job did when she passed away? Guess what they did? They replaced her. They replaced her. Let me tell you something, that's your job. You are totally replaceable. But you know what? When you are a business owner, you are irreplaceable. And guess what? If you pass away with this business, guess what? You could pass it down to a relative, or you can pass it down to your children. After you die, you can pass this business on to them. Hey, their future could be set and good to go. But a lot of people don't own business. 90% of the world are employees. Only 10% of this world is business owners. Now, let's say for Amazon, for example, put a 1 in the comments if you shop on Amazon. Put a 1 in the comments if you like to shop Amazon. Can anybody tell me who the owner of Amazon is? Does anybody know who the Amazon owner is? Jeff Bezos. He is the owner of Amazon. You know, anybody who works for Amazon, you're working for Jeff Bezos. He's leveraging you. And guess what? He doesn't even have to be around you. Because guess what? That's his business. He's the owner of Amazon. Guess what? Guess what he did? In 1994, he started Amazon out of his garage in his house. And now he is one of the richest people in the world because of it. Today, he's one of the richest people here on earth. All because he decided to invest in himself. But he had to make in 1994, he had to make an investment. It takes money to make money, you guys. If you're not willing to invest in yourself and grow and learn the skills to grow your own business, you're gonna be stuck at that 9-to-5 job until the day you die, or until you are too old to do it, until you can't. Because it's gonna come a time you're not gonna be able to do that job no more. All that hard physical labor that you're doing, it's gonna come a time that you're not gonna be able to do it. You just won't be able to do it. And guess what? Social Security is a joke. Social Security can be taken away from you at any time. That's why it's important to have more than one stream of income coming in, so you don't have to depend upon a job. You don't have to depend upon the government for Social Security. You know, and a lot of people have recently gotten their tax returns back. You know, most people are gonna blow. They blew it on a big giant flat screen TV set. They blew it away on some clothing items. They blew it away on some unnecessary things. But guess what? All those things, the big TV, the clothes, and all that stuff, guess what? It's not gonna do anything for you in the long run. They're just gonna sit there and collect dust. But you can invest in something that's gonna generate you passive income over and over and over and over again. And you can make passive income in your sleep, working 2 hours a day. And you can have it if you want to. It's up to you. If you're just watching, welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on the replay, because this live stream is going to be saved to replay after it's over, put replay in the comments after the live stream and let me know where you're watching from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. A year ago, I invested in myself in an online business called the Legacy Builders Program. I sell and I promote digital products. And I'm learning the skills to make passive income in my sleep. And you can have the exact same thing. Anybody can work from home and work for themselves if that's what they want to do. But you know, a lot of people have limitations. They limit themselves to what they can do. You know, a lot of people say, well, I'll start my own business tomorrow or later or next week. But no, procrastination, that's what keeps most people stuck. Procrastination keeps most people where they are. That's why they stay at a 9 to 5. But I'm telling you, you don't have, it's 2025. You don't have to do that. There are options out here. You can work for you. You can work for yourself. So let's talk about a few things. So yeah, now take a screenshot of this, but that's the difference between employees and, you know, business owners. Business owners, they invest. Employees, they trade time for money. I don't know about you guys, but I want to be over here where the 10% is, where the business owners are. That's where I want to be at, and you should want to be there too. So let's talk about some things. Let's talk about some things. Let me get my eraser. I hope everybody's doing well today. Got some pretty nice weather here today, here in Florida. So that's where I live at here in Florida. So again, let me know where you're watching from. I love to know where my viewers are watching from. If you're brand new here, make sure you like this live. Liking this live, it gets this live out to more people. And also, consider subscribing to the channel. I go live I go live 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday, and for 1 hour. So, and I also do video shorts as well. So. But I would love to have you here. We talk about working for yourself and having time freedom and working 2 hours a day where you can have your own online digital marketing business. And guess what? Digital products are in high demand right now. We're going to talk about that. So the first thing we're going to talk about, let me put these numbers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see that? All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, promoting digital products that are in high demand. Digital products that are in high demand. That are in high demand. High demand. Digital products are in high demand now, and they're starting to be in real high demand. It is estimated by 2030, the digital marketing e-learning industry is going to be at $1.5 trillion. It's already in the billions right now, but it's going to be at 1.5 trillion by then. Digital products are booming right now. They're really starting to boom. Everything's going digital. Why do you think so many companies are laying off employees? Because they're going digital. It's estimated that 80 by the end of this year in 2025, worldwide, 89 million jobs are going to be lost. 89 million jobs are going to be lost. And a lot of people are not prepared for it because guess what? They only have one stream of income. With digital products, you can have multiple streams of income with digital products. And guess what? Digital products, we can resell them over and over and over again. Yes, you can. Now we have some people in our community, who invested in calling. All right, we're back. You guys see me? All right. Yeah, all these telemarketers calling is absolutely crazy. Anyway, so we have to get ourselves discovered. So, and you have to grab people's attention within the first 3 seconds, because people scroll. Most people on social media, they have an attention span of a goldfish. They just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. And I was the exact same way. I used to scroll very fast. So you want to grab your customer's attention, with your potential customer attention, within the first 3 seconds. And we will show you step-by-step training on how to do that. If you want to learn more about what I do and the work that I do, working 2 hours a day from home, and guess what? I'm working right here from home. Go to my website link right here in the pinned comments, legacywithsteven.com. Once you go to that link, you put in your first name and email, and then you'll click on that button underneath it. You'll also get a free video, and you'll also receive a free PDF guide on how to make 10K within 30 days. Now, all this information that I'm giving you is free, but as far as getting a program or investing in yourself, because it's not free, you do have to purchase it. It's not free, because you're purchasing education. You're buying education. So when you go to a college, you're also going to pay for education. When you go to a university, you're also going to pay for education. But guess what? For the same digital marketing education that you're going to get here, if you decide to go to a physical college or university, you're going to pay anywhere from $5,000 up to $20,000 just for the same education that I'm talking to you about. And guess what? The most that you'll spend here for this education that I'm talking about is $900. And that's a no-brainer. $900, that's nothing. Guess what? My cell phone costs more that I'm talking to you on. The cell phone that you're holding in your hand, that you're looking at me with, it costs more than this business. It costs more than this business. And this business is a one-time investment. One-time investment. No monthly fees. And I'm going to talk more about that. So you want to convert your leads into customers. So when people put in their name and email, or just put in their email, guess what? They become your lead. They actually become your lead in your automated system. And I'm going to show you a diaphragm of the leads of the automated system. So let me show that to you. All right, so you guys see this right here? So this is your automated system. That if you invest in yourself, this is one of the things that you're going to get, is an automated system. People will go to your website link. My website link is legacywithsteven.com, and they'll put in their first name and email, or just their email. And guess what? Once they put in their email, put in that information, they click that button. It's going to take them right here. It's going to take them right here. You're going to get a video. You're going to get a video, a free video. After you watch that free video, it's like a 5-minute video. After that, you're going to be redirected. You're going to click a button at the bottom of that video page, and you're going to be redirected to the website. You're going to see a second video on that website. So the main website, this is where you're going to go to. And you're going to see that second video, and you're also going to see the digital products that I promote, or that you will be promoting. So this is what you're going to see. You're going to see. Now me, I invested in the legacy. I have the Legacy Builders Program 2.0. So I sell all 4 digital products. I sell 100, 300, 600, and 900. But see, most of the time, they'll come right here. They're not going to buy right away. So guess what's going to happen when they don't buy right away? This is what's going to happen to your lead. Now remember, the people in your automated system is going to be your lead. They don't become your customer until they buy from you, because they can buy from you at any time. So If they decide not to purchase, like a lot of people say, well, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do this yet. I'm not ready to buy this yet. So guess what's going to happen? Your automated system is going to follow up with your leads for 30 days. For 30 days is going to follow up with your leads. So your leads are going to get series of emails just like this. Series of emails. E stands for emails. So this is what your leads are going to get. At any time when your leads, when your automated system sends your lead an email, they can purchase from you at any time. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You can make passive income in your sleep. You can make passive income going to the grocery store, taking a shower, going out to dinner, doing whatever, doing the things that you want to do. You can make passive income going on vacation. You can do that. So your automated system is going to follow up with your leads for 30 days. Now, during that time, if your leads decide that they're not interested, guess what? At the bottom of that email, there's always going to be a button at the bottom of the email. And at any time, your lead, they can unsubscribe. They can unsubscribe at any time. So that's how your automated system is going to work. Put a one in the comments if this makes sense to you. Put a two in the comments if it doesn't. No, my goal here is to give you guys value. I'm not trying to sell you anything. My here is to give you value. And I want you to make an informed decision or not if you want to do this or not. But guess what? Now, this is one of the main things you're going to get. This is going to be your back office. This is going to be your automated system. Okay? Let's see. All right, so another thing I want to talk about is a winning mindset. Winning mindset. I want to talk about the winning mindset. Number 5, winning mindset. In this business, this business is not for the weak-minded. You have to have a very strong mindset because you're gonna have some easy days and you're gonna have some hard days. And don't get me wrong, I've had some hard days, but nevertheless, I show up every day. Because there's going to be days that you're going to be making videos and doing live streams where you're not going to see results. But no matter what, you have to keep pressing through. You have to keep pushing forward. So again, this business is not for the weak-minded. See, unfortunately, a lot of people who purchase who invest in themselves and get these online businesses, you know, when things get hard and get tough, a lot of times people want to give up and quit. So, you know, you have to have a strong mindset with this. But guess what? We also provide mindset training too. If you want mindset, we provide that in this business. And again, this is a beginner-friendly business, and we show you step by step on what you need to do. So again, this business is not for the weak-minded. You really, really have to have a strong mindset. Because as a business owner, a lot of times, even with a brick and mortar business, you're gonna show up to your business some days and not see sales. And just like that, you're gonna show up to your online business and you're gonna make video content every day and do live streams and not see results. But no matter what, you have to keep showing up because, you know, people do business with people who they know, like, and trust. If you want people to know who you are, you want people to trust you, you have to be in front of them. You know, you can't just stop and go and stop and go and stop because you're not going to make anything. So you really have to show up for yourself every day. And not only that, you have to give people value and you have to be relatable. Do not start this business and be a salesperson because people will scroll away just like that, and you just lost your customer. So you really have to show up for yourself every day and do those things that I mentioned. Now, if you do those things, there's no reason why you shouldn't be successful. But again, that totally depends upon you. And no, I'm not promising you anything because what you put into this business is what you're going to get out of it. As a business owner, you are responsible for driving your own results. You are responsible for driving your own results. As a business owner, I am responsible for driving my own results. So again, this business, it varies from person to person. Some people make thousands upon thousands of dollars. Some people only make a little bit of money. Some people don't make any money because they're not putting in the work. So if you're going to invest in this, you have to put in the work. If you're not going to put in the work, then I wouldn't even bother investing. Just save your money. This is an investment because as a business owner, you have to make an investment. It takes money to make money, and that's just how it is in business. Not just digital marketing, but that's any business in the world out there. Any business that you go to, guess what? Somebody had to make an investment in that business. It wasn't free. No business. There is no such thing as a free business. You got to make an investment, and that's a point that I'm trying to get to tell you and get to you today. You have to make an investment in yourself. But again, people buy from people who they know, like, and trust. But again, you have to have a winning mindset. This business is not for the weak-minded. Okay, so we're going to talk about one. We're going to talk about one more thing, and then I'm going to show you some proof in our community, and I'm going to show you some proof of me. So, I'm going to have to get. I'm using a paper towel right now. I'm going to have to get me eventually. I'm going to get me an eraser. I'm going to get an eraser eventually. All right, so excuse me, guys. Whoop, didn't mean to shake you there. I have my phone sitting on my desk, so on a little tripod. So, okay, so number six. Let's see. 2-hour workday. Let's talk about the 2-hour workday. Number 6. The 2-hour workday. Workday. And for those of you that are watching, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming to watch. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I invested myself in a year ago in the Legacy Builders Program, a digital growth community, where I am learning the skills every day on how to make daily pay and make passive income in my sleep, or doing the things that I want to do. And guess what? You can have the exact same thing. All you have to do is be coachable, committed, and consistent, and show up for yourself daily. If we can show up to these jobs that we go to every day, because guess what? You sit in traffic, you get up in the morning, you take a shower, you eat breakfast. Sometimes people don't even eat breakfast, but you sit in that traffic, and then you punch that time clock, and guess what? Your boss is telling you what to do from the time you come in until the time you get off. They tell you when you can get off of work. They tell you when you can take your lunch breaks. They tell you when you can go home. Sometimes they tell you when you can go to the restroom. And to me, that's absolutely crazy because you're an adult. This is not grade school. This is not elementary school. You are an adult, and they're telling you that you can go to the restroom. To me, that's my opinion. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. Me personally, I can never work for anybody else again, and you don't have to either. If you don't know who I am, I actually got fired from my retail job. I used to work for Walmart. I'm a former Walmart employee. I worked for that company for 12 years of my life, and to thank me, they fired me. So, and I wasn't even prepared for it. And that's the thing about it. These jobs, they don't have to. They can fire you without warning. They can lay you off without warning. They don't have to let you know when they're going. But guess what? You know the funny thing is, they expect you to give them a 2 weeks notice. Absolutely not. If I had to go back to a 9 to 5 job right now, and I decide to leave, I'm going to leave. I'm not giving a 2 weeks notice because they're not going to give me that courtesy, and they're not going to give you that courtesy. I don't care how long you've worked at that job. Guess what? That job can lay you off at any time, and they can do it without warning. We actually had somebody in our digital growth community. His name was Mr. Daryl Hanna, but he used to be a welder. After 14 years of working at that welding job, they laid him off. Without warning, they laid him off. After 14 years of his life serving his time, they laid him off. And guess what? And that's what comes with, that's what comes to this right here. That's why it's so important to have a plan B. A lot of people don't have a plan B or a backup plan. They don't have another source of income coming in. These days, you have to have more than one stream of income, especially because guess what? We have reoccurring bills every month. Why not have a reoccurring income stream? And that's what I'm trying to talk to you about today. So, no, my goal here is to give you guys value. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to give you value. And I want you to make an informed decision for yourself if you want to invest in yourself or not. That is entirely up to you. But my goal here is to give you value. Okay, so the 2-hour workday. When it comes to the 2-hour workday, a lot of people cannot wrap their minds. They can't wrap their minds around a 2-hour workday. And the beautiful thing is, like I said, I don't have to go into a physical job. I work from home. I'm my own boss. I set my own schedule and my own hours. You know, I do this as I please. So you can do this morning, noon, and night. And even if you have a 9 to 5 job right now, you can do this around your 9 to 5. You can fit this into the nooks and crannies of your day. Nooks and crannies of your day. So the 2-hour workday. So the 2-hour workday is to get your incoming earning activities done in 2 hours a day. And you can fit this into the nooks and crannies of your day. So what you're going to do in a 2-hour workday, thank you guys for watching. And if you are brand new here, consider subscribing to my channel. I do these live streams 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday around this time. Now, sometimes I have like appointments and stuff. So, but you know, nevertheless, I still show up every day, but I do this 6 days a week. So yeah, don't forget to consider subscribing and make sure you hit the notifications every time I do a live stream or upload a YouTube video short, because I also do 3 pieces of content. So that's another thing you're gonna do. You're gonna do 3 pieces of content. 3 pieces of content. 3 pieces. Three pieces of content. So you're gonna do three video shorts. You can do like a 7-second video. You can do a 10-second video. Hey, if you want to, you can do a 1-minute video. But the whole point is, you want to give your audience, so because with this business you're going to be promoting on social media. Social media is a major backbone of our business. We promote on social media to attract our customers. You know, just like you're watching me. But this is what you're going to do. So you're going to be shown step by step in the program on what you need to do. So you're going to create 3 pieces of content that relates to your perfect customer that's going to stop their scroll. Because remember, people are scrolling on social media very, very fast. And you have to grab people's attention within the first 3 seconds, or otherwise they're just going to scroll away. So you just lost them. So it's very important to grab people's attention. So you're going to create 3 pieces of content that's going to stop the scroll of your perfect customer. Now, here's the tip. When you're promoting on social media, you only want to speak to your perfect customer. You don't want to try to talk to everybody, because if you try to talk to everybody, you're talking to nobody. You only want to talk to people that are relatable to you, relatable to your former situation, or someone who is a younger version of yourself. And those are the people that you want to talk to. For example, my perfect customer is someone who is tired of working a 9 to 5 job, or someone who has recently lost their job and they're looking for a solution to start their own business, or get a done for you business. That's my perfect customer. Your perfect customer might be somebody who is a single mom, or who is a single dad, or somebody who's retired, or someone who is a young single person. Those might be your perfect customers. But guess what? We all have somebody who's just like us, or who is relatable to us. So those are the people that you want to create your 3 pieces of content for. So yeah, you're going to create two to three pieces of content a day. And you'll also do them in batches too. You're going to do them in batches. So, okay. And another thing you're going to do, another thing you're going to do is post ads. So let me get my eraser. Okay, so another thing you're going to do, you're going to post ads. If you are an introvert, you're a person that don't like to show your face, and that goes back to posting 3 pieces of content. If you don't like showing your face, you can do faceless content. You don't ever have to show your face if you don't want to. I show my face because I want to. It's my choice. I know I like people to know who I am, and I like for people to see that I'm a real person. But you can post free ads. Oh, you can post free ads on high traffic websites. You can post free ads on high traffic websites, and you can write your ads and we actually have templates where you can post pre-written ads, and it's included in your business. So if you make an investment in this business one time, and guess what, you'll be a business owner. You will be a business owner, so you're gonna get all kinds of things, and this is one of the things you're gonna get. You're gonna get pre-written ads that you can use if you want. We're also going to show you how to use Chat GPT on how to write your perfect ads for you to stop the scroll of your perfect customer. And we're going to show you step-by-step training on how to post free ads on high traffic websites. And guess what? Another thing about this is our business is global. Your business is global. The whole world will be your customer base, the whole entire world. So it's not just here in the United States. Digital marketing is a global business. The e-learning industry is really starting to take off right now. So again, you're going to be posting, you can post free, if this is up and it's entirely up to you, you can post free ads on high traffic websites. Sorry guys, just a second. All right, so another thing you're going to do is go live. You go live if you're comfortable. Do 45 live stream. 45 minutes to an hour. "45 minutes to an hour." So we'll do, you do, if you're comfortable, do live streams. You'll go live for 45 minutes to 1 hour. And you're pretty much, you see what I'm doing now? I'm on the live stream and I'm talking to you guys, but this is exactly what you're going to do. But of course, you know, you're going to do it in your own style and your own way. But the main thing is you want to be relatable and you want to give people value, just like you would in your 3 pieces of video content or posting ads. So go live for 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. So I'm going to show you some other things. I want to quickly show you I want to show you how much I've made, and I want to show you our community. And then I'm going to call it for today, all right? Excuse me, guys, just a second. Sorry about that, guys. A little busy there. I had to do something. Now, see, I stay home with my mom. I actually take care of her. You know, she's terminally ill, so I had to stop for a moment. But that's what I love about this business. It's a lifestyle business. You get to work this business around your whole life, so, and around your schedule. So, you know, and guess what? I don't need permission. I don't need somebody's permission to stop what I'm doing. I can just do this business as I please. So, let me do something real quick. But I really hope I'm giving you guys value today. I really hope I'm giving you guys value. That's my goal. That is my goal here, is to give you value. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you some things here. There we go. All right. Hi there, guys. Welcome. Come on in. I'm just a second. I was doing something here. Hope you guys are doing wonderful today. Let me know where you guys are from. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steven. I invested myself in a online business called the Legacy Builders Program, where they're teaching me skills every day on how to make daily pay. Only working 2 hours a day. Okay, let's see. All right, let me do this real fast, and we will continue our live stream. Because there are a few more things that I want to show you before I end the live stream today. Let's see, 40. Matter of fact, let me unplug this real quick. Well, I guess I can do that later. I was actually charging my phone here while I'm talking with you guys, so make sure it didn't go out. Let me finish up my washing here. All right, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Sorry about that. I had to do something for my mom. No, family has to come first before business, so sorry about that. So now I'm back. Okay, so I want to show you some. I want to show you what I've. Let me change the screen here. All right. I'm going to show you exactly what I've made here. Excuse me, guys, just a sec. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to be this business. You don't have to be no influencer. You don't have to be this sexy or handsome or pretty influencer or vlogger. You know, just be yourself. Just be yourself. I'm going to turn you around, and I want to show you how much I've made. All right, so let me turn you guys around. Now this right here is my very first sale that I made on March 8th May 8th of last year. This is my very first sale, and this sale came in while I was cooking dinner in the kitchen, and I didn't even know it happened. I was just cooking dinner. I actually had this cell phone in my room charging, and this came in while I was cooking dinner. And so I decided, well, I came back in and checked it. I'm like, wait a second now, wait a minute. I couldn't believe it. This is my very first sale here in the online business. So, you know, just like many of you guys out there, I was skeptical. I was very skeptical. I was on the fence, but I invested in myself anyway. I did it scared. And guess what? After 2 months of being consistent, being coachable, this $300 sale came in through Stripe. These are actually one of the payment gateways you will get. Is you can do Stripe, you can do Square, or you can do PayPal Business. Okay. Let's see. This is not it. All right. So this is my second sale right here. I made this sale. This sale came in through my PayPal Business. While I was doing while I was actually fixing to sit down and do my video content for that day, one of my and it came in. So with this right here, I was able to upgrade to the $900 level Legacy Builders program. Okay, so yeah. And I also want to show you this right here. Now, I have recently become a certified master reseller or licensed reseller. So this is my certificate of completion right here. I'm also pretty soon I'm going to be getting a hard paper copy too. But this is one of the important things that you can have when you are a master reseller. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, let me ask you this. Would you want a doctor to operate on you if he did not have a license to do so? Heck no, absolutely not. I don't know about you, but I don't want a doctor operating on me or cutting on me if he is not licensed to do so. I want him to be certified and be licensed to do so before he operates on me. So, and see, when the person is certified and they're licensed, it helps to build up that, it helps people to trust that person and to know, like, and trust them. So if you, and I recently took a test in our program to become a licensed reseller. So this is my license certificate right here. So I got this about a couple weeks ago. I'm so excited because, hey, I'm a licensed reseller. So this is my certificate. And you can also become licensed too as well in the program. But in order to get it, you have to get started. You have to invest in yourself. All right. So let's go over here to our community. I'm going to show you this real quick and then I'm going to call it a day. So this is our digital growth community. We have 51,000 members now. Excuse me, guys, just a second. Just a second, you guys. Excuse me, guys, just a second. I need to check something real quickly. How's everybody doing today? Let me know where you're watching from. My name is Steven. I invested myself a year ago in an online business called the Legacy Builders Program, where you can make where you can learn the skills to leave your 9-to-5 job and make passive income in your sleep. So anybody can do this if they want to. Just a second, you guys. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm back. And I like this. The fact that I love about this business is I get to do this around my life and my schedule because I'm also also a caretaker. I take care of my mom who is terminally ill. So and she hasn't eaten lunch yet. So I had to stop for a minute. So unfortunately, family comes first before business does. So I always put my family first. So. Any guys that has children or you're seeing about your elderly parents, you guys understand. So you guys completely understand. So, but I'm back. So let's finish up here. Let me turn you around. All right. So this is our digital growth community, 51,000 members. And this is our founder right here. Her name is Michelle O'Neill. She's a mom of 6 kids and have 5 grandchildren. She's the one that started this business back in 2022. So it's this, and she is a multi 7-figure earner. No, she has made $5 million now starting this business. So yeah, she's the founder of the Legacy Builders Program 2.0 because we recently upgraded to the Legacy Builders Program 2.0 on March 3rd, which was a month ago now. So let's see here. Okay, I want to show you some of the wins that we got. Okay, so this person right here, they made $1,500 in less than 24 hours. 1.6K views and counting on YouTube. My first TikTok live. And these wins are not just monetary, there are other wins too. So okay, Scott Martin, ding, whoa, what was that? He says, I heard it from across the house. I knew it. Another $900 sale came while putting my tile in my kitchen. God is good. Yes, he is. Now, these are actual people in our community. They're, at one time, they were just like you and me, who were sitting on the sidelines and who were skeptical and who was afraid of starting their own business. But guess what? These people, just like myself, got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we want to better our lives. So this is one of the things you're going to get is a fully supportive community of 51,000 people who are business entrepreneurs who has achieved their goals or who is in the process of achieving their goals. See, Legacy Builders Certified, and that's one of the things I just showed you. I showed you my certificate of completion. So I am a certified reseller here in the Legacy Builders program. I have a certificate of completion. So, and let's see. So right here, this is my certificate. I am a licensed reseller of this business. So, another little win. 300 while sleeping. So this person made $300 while sleeping. Ding, 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 300. She made $300. Never give up. The feeling of getting your first customer no matter how long. Yeah, my first customer was last year, so I know the feeling. This business is really legit, you guys. But if you want to know more about this business and you want to join this community, go to my website that's pinned here in the comments. LegacyWithSteven.com. What you'll do is put your first name and your email, and you'll get more additional information. You'll get 2 free videos, and you'll also get a free PDF guide on how to make 10K in 30 days. I know it sounds too good to be true, and I completely understand your skepticism because I thought the exact same thing at first before I did it. But with hard work and consistency and being coachable and committed, you can make passive income working from home. You can do this. Anybody can do this who wants to be their own boss and who wants to fire their boss and work for themselves. Okay, let's see. My first $600 sale turned into $900. Awesome. I'm getting there. I'm so excited. I've been watching my videos and I have gotten my IO system set up, and I'm waiting for my validation of my domain. So these are real people who are getting real results. $600 ding. The challenge to make 10K is on. So what we're doing right now, we're doing a 10K in 30 days business growth sprint. So that's what we're doing right now. This homeschooling mama did $2,400 in one day. Awesome. Awesome, Veronica. Very awesome. She's an actual person in our community too. But you know, guess what, you guys? We support each other, we help each other, and guess what? You're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that's what I love about it. Now, we're not going to hold your hand and do all your work for you, but if you ever get stuck, we will help you. Because remember, you are investing in a business. Okay, $900 in April, not even ready. I am certified. $3,000 in 24 hours. All right. $100 ding. While let's see, 100. See, while frying some chicken breasts, $100 came in. Thanks be to God. So it's a lot of wins in this program, you guys. Lots of wins. When your worst day turns into profit. All right. That's awesome. She's like, I just had the worst day. My daughter was attacked by our dog this morning. It's safe to say she is okay and back to her happy self now, but as a mom, I went through so much today. Yet, I still made $900 sale. Awesome. So, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about this business. You can make passive income when anything is going on in your life. Whether it's good or bad, you can make passive income. So I celebrating $900, $100, okay, $100, okay. And she's actually in Jamaica. You know, she's making a lot of money there. So she's actually a high school dropout. So if this high school dropout can do it, then so can you. So it's a lot of wins in our community, and there are thousands upon thousands of them. Okay, so I want to show you some more other things. Let me show you the classroom. So this is another thing you're going to get access to. You get started on the training here, digital growth, tech help and call replays, mindset training. So another thing you're going to get in this business is mindset training. Let's see, from 0 to 30K, the ultimate 90-day business growth sprint. Free webinars, what webinar resources, the content vault, mentoring Zoom replays, 6 figures in 6 months, social media training. We show you step by step on how to do social media training. 90-day holiday profit push, 90-day success sprint. So you're getting a lot of value here. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream, okay? But I'm going to be back tomorrow around this time. I sincerely hope I gave you guys some value today. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do live streams 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. So I will be back tomorrow. So I will see you guys later. You have a great day.